Hi, bro. Can you hear me? Yeah? Okay. You should really have said I'm an alumni of UCC because I failed 2 degrees here, so I've never actually 3. Elective computer science and law. I'll eventually get back to the one in law. So yeah. James, do you remember when I used to work in the computer center, you used to ring every second day and give me about your fucking PC and your fucking Mac?
I'm still like that.
James. Anyway, okay, thanks for your time today, especially at the 1 o'clock lecture on Friday. The topic I was going to cover today was, or the title was going to be Let's Kill Media. And chatting to James ahead of this, just to say, he said I was wrong, and that's not true, and gave me examples of how my talk would not work. Where I'm coming from is I've been doing digital marketing, online marketing, social media marketing, whatever you want to call it, for the past couple of years. And I used to write for the Sunday Tribune, covering technology for them. I have my own blog for the past 12 years where I started off talking about technology and then business and politics. And what I've seen is traditional media, and while it's such just a hackneyed phrase at this stage, traditional media really is becoming weaker and there's less influence. So as an example, I brought this up here. This is Google Trends, a tool from Google that tells you traffic going to pretty much any well-trafficked website around the world. I filtered it for Ireland. So here we see traffic to the Irish Times is in blue, traffic to Done Deal is in red, traffic to RTE is in yellow or orange. RTE has been, for the past decade, the most trafficked Irish website out there. It gets the most traffic. And then the Irish Times was almost about second. The Irish Times gets a huge amount of international traffic too, as is RTE. And we can see Done Deal there. This is over the past decade, the traffic going up. And you can see Done Deal passing the Irish Times, and it's just about passing RTE now as well. So that's Irish websites, but when we factor in the likes of Facebook here, Facebook into that graph, and that's Irish traffic going to Facebook every single day. There's about 2.2 million visitors every day now are pretty much going to Facebook and spending a huge amount of time on Facebook. So in terms of audiences, that's where your audience can be, I think, nowadays. It's on Facebook, it's on other sites like that. In America, I think about 550 minutes are spent by the average user per month on Facebook. There are some demographics that are watching more, watching videos and YouTube clips than actual proper television nowadays. And I have this big issue with print media, radio media, TV media, that you have to invest an awful lot of money in advance and they won't be getting metrics back. And they're saying, well, it's effective, you know, and so on. We have 40,000 readers. Put an ad into the business section and you will get a percentage of the readers who will see that. They won't tell you what percentage. You don't know after your ad going in whether it's effective or not. I talk to a lot of companies nowadays that say if they spend 500 on a print ad, or 1,000 or 5,000, they get hardly anything back, apart from their CEO or the CFO getting an ego boost to tell people at the golf club that they spent a fortune on an ad in the Irish Times or the Examiner, and that's it. Nowadays you can't afford to properly go up that much. So one of the things in this argument about Let's Kill Media is we do not need media anymore. We don't need television advertising and marketing in television channels, in radio land, in newspapers, in my view. It's great still for PR, but a lot of my clients are tech companies. And you get them to mention the Irish Times and they'll see maybe a rise in Google searches to their website in the next 2 days, and they'll get an extra 15 to 20 visitors as a result of that. They'll get onto Broadsheet. How many people here look at Broadsheet? So Broadsheet, Broadsheet.ie, go to Broadsheet, you get a link there, someone talks about it there, and you get 400 or 500 visitors for one blog post from that website on a daily basis. So traffic-wise, stuff like that can work way better now. So one of the things I'm looking at the moment though is, as I said, I think we kill off media if we wanted to, and it really wouldn't have an effect on businesses. We stop all ad advertising right now. I've seen companies who are afraid to stop advertising. They're afraid to stop taking listings out from golden pages. They're afraid to stop using newspaper ads and things like that, just in case. They don't know what will happen if they just shut it off. And what I'm talking to companies now, or when I'm talking to companies, one of the things I'm suggesting is, here's the likes of Spin Southwest. So this is their page on Facebook. And they have, you know, the stats here, they have 89,000 fans on Facebook. The record station on a weekly basis gets about 140,000 unique listeners. So their Facebook page is almost on a par with their actual listenership. Cork Independent, they say that to distribute to 40,000 people, they have 17,000 fans on Facebook. Unlike their newspaper, where they have to get people to survey other people about what they read and so on, when it's digital, you can see whether people read your updates or not. So I assume everybody's on Facebook, right? Yeah. How many people here manage a Facebook page for a business or for an organisation? So okay, good company. You get stats on who's looking at your updates and so on. So I really didn't want to log into this computer because it's running Internet Explorer. That's a bit shit. Just one tip, please, if you ever have a computer with Internet Explorer on it, never ever use it. A lot of enterprises are getting hacked nowadays because of Internet Explorer. That a staff member goes to a website offer. They're getting hacked because of Internet Explorer. Boards.even, that was hacked a couple of years back, it was hacked because one of the staffers inside the boards clicked on a link through their Internet Explorer browser, it installed a backdoor onto the computer, they got in through that backdoor into, edit that bit out there, but I have examples of it. So use Chrome, Google Chrome if you can, or Safari or something like that. Chrome is much, much better and it's much more secure. I'm not able to more here. The reason is, what I want to show here is everything that you do on your business page on Facebook is logged and it's measured. So you can see how many people looked at your status updates, how many people clicked on your status updates, how many people left comments and so on. So I'm just going to show you, this is the Web Awards page. The Web Awards is an awards thing that I run. This is the control panel, the admin section for this. I'll just leave this up a little bit more. So every page, business page you have has insights, and when we do any status update on Facebook, we get these stats. So here we're told how many people actually saw the status update that I sent out. So here, for example, the last status update, it says you reached 552 people. So 552 people saw that status update show up in their newsfeed. It shows that 131 people clicked on that status update and 49 people left a comment or clicked on the like button or shared it with someone. We got this virus score as well. We get all this information. And if the likes of Spin Southwest do a status update and they mention our business, they can show us the stats of how many people actually saw that. Newspapers can't tell you how many people actually saw your ad. They can just say, we sold 20,000 newspapers today and that's it. Here we get that. One of the very good things on this is if you have a page and again, if you have a page like Borbia, so Borbia would be a client of mine, and here when they do status updates, they have over 5,000 fans on their page. When you have over 5,000 fans on your page, you have this little option when you're doing a status update, that you can control who actually gets to see the status update. And again, once over 5,000 fans, you can do a status update that will only be seen by women, only be seen by people that are married or people that are single, only people that have gotten a degree or haven't got a degree if you want, interested in men or interested in women, their age or age ranges, location they speak. So people that speak Australia, you can do status update and they'll only see it. So one of the things I'm doing with clients nowadays is screw the papers and the radio and everything else. I'm going to media and other businesses that have Facebook pages with over 5,000 fans, and I'm saying, can you run a competition with us to talk about this new product that we have? And I only want the status update going out to certain people. So one of the companies I'm working with, they have an app so that you can record take photographs of your kids securely and videos, and they're not shared on Facebook or anything like that, only with family members. So what we're doing is we're going to all the Facebook pages like Recession Busting Moms, which is a page based here in Cork, and like 6,000 fans. My Kids Time, all of these businesses or organisations are on Facebook, and then we're getting into status updates with competitions that are only seen by people that are 25 to 45 that are female and are in a relationship or engaged or are married, and it goes out to them and it's out to them. And the result of doing that, the engagement for those updates is sky high, and we get the stats to show that X amount of people actually saw that, so we can get the metrics on what is still marketing, what is still advertising, just a different medium. And the same works for Twitter, the same works for Google Plus, and whatever takes off. It's that idea of we know who we're going to. If you take out advertising on Facebook, I would call it the traditional version of advertising on Facebook. But every ad that you send out is targeted to certain demographics. So we can, and I've done this as an experiment years back, I put an ad out on Facebook that only targeted people that worked in the department of on Taoiseach. It was only shown 9 to 5. I excluded tea breaks and lunch breaks. So the ad was only seen when they should have been working. And the stats showed me that the ad was clicked on 8 times, so it's fine, about 8 clicks. But more importantly to me, it showed me that the ad is being seen 400 times over the space of a week. So from those metrics, if I was like of the Daily Mail, I'd do a story saying, civil servants in Department of Taoiseach waste all their day on Facebook. I've got stats like that. Well, for me as a marketing person, if that was my target market, that's perfect. Those ads will work and they can be very, very effective. Or status updates as well. And there are more people now on Facebook every day than watch the Late Late Toy Show. So that's the highest rated television show in the country. And more people are on Facebook. And unlike the Late Late Toy Show, where you send out an ad and you spend an absolute fortune with that ad, the same amount of money if you spent on Facebook to get that same audience will be a lot cheaper and will be highly targeted. So if you just go to the married people that are interested in that, or single people, or people in Cork, or people in Limerick, because of all that targeting. And that's the big thing with digital is you can just target. You can get to the right demographic. And then when you get to the right demographic, it's getting the right copy in place. So I brought this book with me, which is one of my props. So this is a book. And it's by a guy called David Ogilvy. I don't know, has anyone got a copy of this book or read this book? So Ogilvy, as in the Ogilvy Agency, very good ad man in the 50s and 60s and 70s. And this book is mainly really about print, advertising and writing copy. But this book is as effective now as it ever was. And it's really, I think it's one of the most important books to read if you're doing any kind of marketing or communications. And just the guy's mantra on how he does everything is good. And it's all about researching your market and knowing who your people are and then writing for them. And not treating them like morons, but actually talking to them in your copy as well. And while I'm rallying here against traditional media and saying we don't need it, we can root around them, the tools and the mechanics and so on are still just as important. And this is my issue actually on the other side, with people that are big social media evangelists and people that call themselves social media gurus and ninjas and whatever they call themselves. They want to